You said, man, you know what it took to get this album out?
Can you get that towel? Get that towel in between so I can wipe that strenuous sweat off. Oh, let me.
There's a sacrifice.
A struggle sweat.
That struggle though.
So
You
gotta tell your story.
I gotta stay in He-Man mode the whole time.
What just happened?
Oh,
Man, y'all don't know Cos, man. Y'all don't know Cos.
Okay. Well, that's what this is about. It's all about the discovery.
Oh yeah,
You know, this is a fully immersive experience.
Now that's better. Look at Ruben, please.
okay.
Stand by.
All right, man.
Stand by. And let's do it.
Start us off, man. Name, rank,
Okay.
purpose in this band.
I'm DJ Cozmos, one half of King Cos, and part of the Hue. I'm the DJ and the producer. I do a little bit of both, and I switch out in between according to the task at hand. So,
Good. Before we go much further, we're picking up a little.
Is
Almost
something
steam.
going on?
Yeah.
With that
Give it a
window?
little
Do we
white.
need to close that window because the cold air is blowing in on it?
well,
Is
I
that-
don't know.
Is that
I don't
what's
know.
causing it?
Maybe. Do I need to just take the glasses off?
Can you handle it without the glasses?
Yeah.
Let's do it without the glasses on there.
Yeah. Let's
Only
take them
because
off.
right in the middle of what you're saying, they're just coming, the
Yeah.
steam is coming around in and out.
Make sure it's
Take
straight.
it off.
Make sure it's straight.
Yeah, you don't look weird or nothing like that.
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Let's
you're
take
good.
it off.
All right, Ruben,
Yeah.
let's continue, please.
Yeah, let's
All
see.
right. All right. Cool. So let's. What does it take to be the architect of this sound? What goes into it?
It takes vision. It takes the ability to be able to see things in its finished form, in its final phase, before you actually do the actual work. You have to be able to envision. You have to see it from beginning to the end, and it has to be complete before you start. It has to be.
Foresight.
Yeah, you got to be able to foresee it. That's a major part of the process. King Cos is really good with that. My partner, we work in a way where I don't have to be physically present, and he can just feel and know what I could possibly be thinking at the time. And he'll call me and be like, "Cos, listen to this," and I'll be like, "Man, I was just thinking about that. We need to sit down and really collaborate on it and really build," because it's about building at the end of the day, and you have to be able to see the architectural design before it's finished.
So the track and the video for Slick is out now. Talk about that. How did that come together?
It came together perfectly. The colors, the attire, the music, the arrangement, the Black Noahs. That's another entity of the production team who plays a vital role in synergying the style all together. The jazz bass, the nice warm analog feel of the bottom, the sax, all that plays a role. Yeah, and it came together great, perfectly. The location, the Museum of Contemporary Arts, Houston, Texas, Midtown. It's the perfect. It was the perfect setting for Slick. It just captured everything. And Nathaniel, the artist, he understands things from a musical approach. So it all wove together perfect.
Talk about influences, because in every track that I've heard, there's a little bit of a throwback here and there. It touches on so many different things. Talk about influence for you specifically when you're creating, when you're building the structure.
Influences. One of my biggest influences, because my parents were record collectors, one of my biggest influences always has been Stevie Wonder. And the reason why is because here's a man who doesn't have vision, can't see, but can, for some odd reason, can see better than a person with eyes that can actually physically see. And I was always amazed with that, how he put music together, how he arranged music, and how he hurdled over his impaired vision. that was one of my influences. Another influence was my dad. You know, he played acoustic guitar. He was really, when I first started DJing, he was really, really excited, and he was instrumental and heavily involved in shaping and molding me in terms of my style. But we could go on and on about influences. That would be a whole nother interview, actually. So many.
So, over a year of work, combining, collaborating to get to this point. Now it's out. People are listening to it. What's the goal moving ahead in 2015?
The goal moving ahead is to remain focused, to stay steadfast, and to seize every opportunity to gather new fans, and to let people know that there is a different side of Houston. There is a culture in Houston that exists, that it's you know, it's one of those things that we have to bring to the forefront. And we have the vehicle, we have the ingenuity, we have the vision, and we have the power in order to do so. And all of those pieces are in place. And so that is definitely the plan, you know, to get people to see and know and be aware of what's going on here in Houston, Texas.
One thing. Keep looking at Ruben. Answer this question. One of the things you talked about, when Ruben asked you what you do, you said whatever the task calls for. So hit on, because you're a collaboration of groups and ideas, so hit on the point of no egos involved in this project. People ready to do whatever they need to do, or whatever the group needs them to do, regardless of what they've done. Just hit on no egos involved, how important that is for collaboration.
May I add one more aspect to the whole entire movement? First of all, you know, we're a family, okay, and we operate like a traditional family would. And that, and being said with that, no egos involved. Everybody is treated with equality. Everybody is seen equal. Everybody contributes, and there's no separatism going on. There's no favoritism going on. We all get along, you know. So, and when we do disagree, we're mature enough to sit down and have a session, a hearing, you know, and come to a final conclusion without our egos getting involved, you know. And this is how it's supposed to be. And we always make sure that our egos or whatever's going on outside of the movement doesn't taint or get involved in the music itself, in its creation. You know, sometimes if we're not in the proper mind state or in the proper place mentally, we won't even create, you know, until we can clear out, and purge out. You know, we'll fast. We won't eat. We'll just juice. You know, no physical, no solid foods. You know, we'll really go into hibernation, really redirect things, just to make sure that the music comes out the right way. A lot of sacrifice in what you hear. A lot of late nights, early mornings. You know, it's not always sweet. You know, it's sometimes it's bitter, but it is the combination of bitter and sweet that makes things great. And in terms of the egos, we're able to do away with all that. And I'm very thankful for that. Because not many groups make it. Because the egos get in the way. You know, so many great artists have fallen because of that.
That's good.
Yes, it is.
That's good.
Yeah.